Hey guys, let's get more news from Dallas Cowboys, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Dallas Cowboys star pass rusher Micah Parsons sends desperate, risky message to NFL before Packers game. Star Dallas Cowboys pass rusher Micah Parsons sent a risky and desperate message to the NFL before their team's matchup against the Green Bay Packers. The Cowboys' contest against the Packers could decide if Mike McCarthy returns to the sideline in Dallas next season. Parsons has been upset with some of the unfavorable calls he has received this season. Parsons feels like officials could have called opponents' offensive linemen for holding calls against him. Following the Cowboys' loss to the Miami Dolphins on Christmas Eve, Parsons took to Instagram to argue officials should have called a holding penalty against the Miami offense. Parsons knew criticizing the league's officiating crew in December could be costly. Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes was fined for complaining about calls against his team this season. Parsons sent another case to the NFL before the wild card round. On Sunday night, Parsons posted a picture on his Instagram story of a fan holding up a sign from a fan that read "Free Micah Parsons" and "Reward equals holding calls" on a poster board. The implication is clear. Parsons is sending the NFL a message the league should look for possible holding calls against him in the postseason because they missed calls in the regular season. We'll see if Parsons gets more favorable calls against the Packers or if the NFL sends a fine to Parsons this weekend. Micah Aaron Parsons, born May 26, 1999, is an American football linebacker for the Dallas Cowboys of the National Football League, NFL. Parsons played college football at Penn State, where he was named a consensus All-American, the Butkus Fitzgerald Linebacker of the Year, and the Cotton Bowl Defensive MVP as a sophomore in 2019, before being selected by the Cowboys in the first round of the 2021 NFL Draft. Parsons was named the NFL's Defensive Rookie of the Year following the 2021 season. Dallas Cowboys coach Mike McCarthy doesn't want to look back on time with Packers. Dallas Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy says he does not have any added motivation to win Sunday's game against the team that fired him. Before coming to Dallas, McCarthy was the coach of the Green Bay Packers for 13 years. He faced his former team for the first time in 2022, a game that the Cowboys lost 31-28 in overtime. McCarthy says he regrets his approach leading up to the clash with the Packers. This time, the coach says his only focus is on the Cowboys. Last year, I thought it was important to talk about, Green Bay at the beginning of the week. I did with the team, I regretted it. I think that does not need to come into our energy base, said McCarthy on Monday. If it doesn't help us win the game, then I'm not interested. The Cowboys and Packers game will be Sunday afternoon at AT&T Stadium. Kickoff is set for 3:30 p.m. You can watch the game on Fox 4. Michael John McCarthy, born November 10, 1963, is an American football coach who is the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys of the National Football League, NFL. From 2006 to 2018, he was the head coach of the Green Bay Packers. In 2011, McCarthy led the team to a win in Super Bowl 45 over his hometown team, the Pittsburgh Steelers. McCarthy was previously the offensive coordinator for the San Francisco 49ers and New Orleans Saints. During his 17 seasons as a head coach in the NFL, McCarthy has an overall regular season record of 167-1022. He is among the only 5 head coaches, Tom Landry, Chuck Noll, Andy Reid, and Bill Belichick, to lead one franchise to 8 straight playoff appearances. McCarthy is second to Curly Lambeau in all-time wins, leading the Packers. Cowboys' Dan Quinn, a hot commodity on head coaching market as suitors line up. Dallas Cowboys defensive coordinator Dan Quinn is a name getting a lot of attention in the NFL coaching world. 3 NFL teams have reached out to Quinn about their coaching searches, per NFL Network. The Washington Commanders, LA Chargers, and Carolina Panthers want to talk to Quinn about their head coaching vacancies. It's understandable to see why so many teams are interested, as Quinn has helped guide the Cowboys to a 12-5 record and a trip to the NFC playoffs. Quinn was also the NFL Assistant Coach of the Year in 2021. Quinn has experience as an NFL head coach. He led the Atlanta Falcons from 2015 to 2020, but got fired after starting the 2020 season 0-5 in Atlanta. He coached the Falcons to a Super Bowl appearance in the 2016 season, when the team famously gave up a big lead in the title game and lost to Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Quinn is 43-42 all-time as an NFL head coach. While Quinn did have some success in Atlanta, he struggled near the end of his tenure. He had back-to-back losing seasons in 2018 and 2019, before the disastrous start in 2020. He's been the defensive coordinator of the Cowboys ever since. Quinn was also defensive coordinator for the Seahawks, helping the team win a Super Bowl in the 2013 season. Quinn has spent time as an assistant coach with the New York Jets, San Francisco 49ers, and Miami Dolphins as a defensive line coach. He also coached as an assistant at the college level. Before he looks to the future, Quinn still has a chance to win another Super Bowl. The Cowboys next play the Green Bay Packers in the NFC Wild Card round on January 14. The game kicks off at 4:30 Eastern. Daniel Patrick Quinn, born September 11, 1970, is an American football coach who is the defensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys of the National Football League, NFL. He came to prominence as the defensive coordinator of the Seattle Seahawks from 2013 to 2014, serving as the play caller for the team's Legion of Boom secondary. Under Quinn, Seattle led the league in defense and made 2 consecutive Super Bowl appearances, winning the franchise's first in Super Bowl 48. This success led to Quinn being named head coach of the Atlanta Falcons, where he served for 6 seasons. Quinn's most successful season with the Falcons came in 2016 when he led the team to Super Bowl 51, an accomplishment overshadowed by them surrendering the largest lead in Super Bowl history. Atlanta would make the playoffs only one more time under Quinn, leading to his firing early into 2020. Following his time in Atlanta, Dan Quinn would become the defensive coordinator for the Cowboys in 2021. Quinn would completely change the defensive culture in his first year with the team. Dallas quickly went from having one of the worst defenses in the league to having one of the best. As a result, Quinn would go on to be named NFL Assistant Coach of the Year for the 2021 season. And you fan, what do you think of the Dan Quinn situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.